Hi, this is Eve from Lausanne Business Solutions, and I've made a quick video for you to talk about the differences between translation and localization. Now, we work on a lot of projects that involve localization, so we've been getting some questions about what this actually entails. So, without going too much into detail, let's start with a basic fact. Any language will have regional variants. This can be an accent, for example, or the use of different words for the same thing. So for example, in the US, this sandwich will either be called a sub, a po' boy, a grinder, a hero, or the only right way for us in Philadelphia, a hoagie. Same thing in Germany, where there's no official word for the end part of a loaf of bread, but the term you use is a clear indicator of the region you're coming from. This phenomenon is obviously not only limited to food. It's actually a part of our everyday life, and it reflects the culture of the region or country we live in. Like, for example, if we use Fahrenheit or Celsius to refer to temperature, or what method of payment we are most likely to use in a grocery store. Now, if you're translating something, you're taking a concept from a source language and are searching for the best way to express it in the target language. Sometimes this is very easy. But sometimes you can't really express the concept in the same way, so you are looking for the next best thing that makes sense. And sometimes it's impossible to express a concept from a different language with a single word. Now, localization is based on the same idea, but it is taking a concept from one culture to another. Let's take a hyperstore like Walmart, for example. This chain doesn't exist in France, but they do have hyperstores. And the default hyperstore that a French person will think of will most likely be Carrefour. So how can you localize something the right way? Ideally, you can use the insight of people that have grown up in the target culture or have lived there a long time. And if you want to do good localization in your own native culture, you can keep these rules in mind. Don't be afraid to change the source material. In the example we just saw, we changed Walmart to a French equivalent. This is something you shouldn't be afraid to do. Trust your instinct. Only you as a native speaker know what feels the most familiar in your culture. Still, don't be too creative with the changes, but instead try to keep it natural. Like, if nobody drives a Toyota Corolla in your country, what's another mid-sized car that everybody knows? And last but not least, don't overthink it. If ounces aren't used in your country, what's the next most obvious thing used? Well, there you have it. This was our quick introduction to localization, what it is, and how to get started with it. Obviously, the more you do it, the more you'll get comfortable doing it, and the more attuned you'll get to what it actually is. In the meantime, if you do have any questions or you want to know more about it, you can always visit us at lausannesolutions.com, and I'll post a link below where you can get some more insight on the data services and localization services we offer. And as always, thanks for watching.